The following is a Rural Roots Canada production. Farm safety is a conversation which is trending upward on farms across the country. This is Rural Roots Canada, and I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. Farmer Jody Gateman tells Rural Roots Canada this generation is so much more aware of the perils that exists if one does not take the proper precautions around equipment and animals.
Oh, I'd say this generation coming up is probably much more aware than we were. I mean, there were the golden rules when I was youngster on the farm, turn it off, always watch where you're going and what's going on around you. But the new generation, they come with rules already. When I was a kid, you could ride on the back of the window, right? You didn't need to wear your seatbelt, things like that, where these guys have had those rules since the get-go. So I think they kind of come into it already understanding that safety is an important thing, and to look for those rules where, yeah, we kind of had a little more free reign on what we could do and what we couldn't do.
Gateman was just one of many women who came out for an evening of safety demonstrations and information put on by Agriculture for Life and Rocky Mountain Equipment at the Rocky Mountain Equipment dealership in Balzac, Alberta in March. She says safety is so important that you have to be looking out for the well-being of your family and your workers' safety, and adds that women are perfect to be the ones to take this message home.
Well, safety is important to us because we have a family farm. We're finding that more and more, if we're not looking out for safety, we can put ourselves in situations where the family farm can be at stake. So we have to be able to look at keeping our employees, the next generation, safe so that we have something to hand down to them, but we also have to keep an eye on keeping that family farm protected. So if something, worst case scenario, were to happen, you wouldn't be wiped out in any type of legal matters that might follow.
Rocky Mountain Equipment's Health, Safety and Environment Coordinator, Cara Glad, says hosting this event was important to them because they play a big role in the industry, and they can play a role in educating producers to be safe while on the job.
We focus so much at Rocky on safety and building a culture where guys are going to stop and think without us even having to tell them. Now we just need to flood that into our customers, which can be a little bit more difficult, but regardless of that, the more exposure we get, the more events we have, the more you're going to see, I think, a turnaround in the culture. Eventually, I believe OH&S will kick in and recognize farming under OH&S. So at that point, it would be nice if we had already worked towards creating a culture instead of having everything needing to change overnight.
Inspiration, encouragement, opportunity, networking, the future, and passion are the common words being repeated over and over by women to describe their experience at the 2015 Advancing Women Conference West in Calgary. The conference saw nearly 600 women take part from across the country, many of them coming from the agriculture community. Independent consultant Anne-Marie Peterson tells Rural Roots Canada she took home a lot from the speakers.
I think the speakers this afternoon have been really inspirational for a lot of us, talking about following your passion and looking for what you want to do and then making that your life's work, which is kind of interesting for me because I've just recently done that.
Kate Sanford Mitchell from Bayer Crop Sciences says she has taken away a lot of information which will help her grow.
It's been a fantastic conference so far. Some great speakers have been out today with some really interesting points on how to balance life and work and relationships with other women within the industry, and then also those relationships that you have with your co-workers as well going on. So it's been a lot to learn so far.
Trish Jordan, who was one of the speakers, says she was inspired by all of the young women at the conference.
I think what it tells me is that the future of agriculture is really bright, not only for women, but obviously there's still a lot of men involved in agriculture, but I just think that for a young person nowadays, there's just so much opportunity, and that's really inspiring to come here and to have people that have been around for a while, mentoring and coaching and really encouraging people to build your career in agriculture, because we compete with so many other industries.
For more on the Advancing Women's Conference and these stories, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.